Good morning and Jai Swaminarayan. Students, I hope your mathematics exam has gone well. आप सबने बहुत अच्छी तरह लिखा होगा. आपने याद करके रफ पेपर भी अपने आंसर शीट में स्टिक किया होगा. Now, today we are going to start with our new chapter in mathematics for grade 7, chapter number 13, exponents and powers. This is the connecting chapter along with the previous chapter number 12, algebraic expressions. जैसे आपको algebraic expressions easy लगा था, वैसे ही ये चैप्टर एक्सपोनेंट एंड पावर बहुत ही easy है. Of course, you know what is exponent, what is base, right? Exponent tells how many times a number is multiplied repeatedly to itself. For example, 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10, that is 10 is multiplied 5 times, so it is written as 10 raised to 5, or 10 to the base of power 10 to the power of 5. Here 10 is the base, 5 is the exponent. 10 is called the base and 5 is the exponent. Exponent is also called an index. 10 to the exponent 5 is read as 10 raised to the power of 5 or fifth power of 10. 10 raised to 5 is the exponential form of 1 lakh. 10 raised to 2 can be read as 10 raised to the power 2 or 10 squared. 10 raised to 3, that is 10 raised to the power 3 or 10 cube. For example, 2 cube has been simplified as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, that is 8, and minus 2 raised to 3 can be simplified as minus 2 multiplied by minus 2 multiplied by minus 2, that is minus 8. Similarly, minus 10 raised to 2, that is minus 10 multiplied by minus 10, the result gives us 100. Now moving ahead to exercise 13.1. Question 1. Find the value of 2 raised to 6, that is 2 is to multiply 6 times, the result is 64. Sum number 3. 11 square, that is 11 is multiplied twice, the result is 121. Question number 1, sum number 2 and 4 will be your homework. Question 2, express the following in exponential form. Here you can see 6 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 6, that is 6 has been multiplied 4 times, that is 6 is the base and 4 will be the exponent. B multiplied by B multiplied by B multiplied by B, that is B has been multiplied 4 times, that is B raised to 4. 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7, that is here you can see 5 has been multiplied twice and 7 has been multiplied by thrice. Therefore 5 raised to 2 multiplied by 7 raised to 3. Similarly, sum number 6, A multiplied by A multiplied by A, that is A is multiplied by 3 times, that is A cube. C is multiplied by 4 times, that is C raised to 4, and D is only 1, therefore D. Question number 2, sum number 2 and 5 will be your homework. Now express each of the following number using exponential notation. The number is 512, that is we have to do the prime factorization of 512. Here you can see I have done the prime factorization over here, and thus in exponential notation here you can see 2 has been multiplied 9 times, that is 2 raised to 9. Sum number 3, we have to write the exponential form of 729 by prime factorization method. So here you can see the exponential form of 729 is 3 raised to 6. You have to do prime factorization of 729. Question number 3, sum number 2 and 4 will be your homework. Question number 4, identify the greater number whenever possible in each of the following. Here you can see we have to find out which one is greater from both the numbers. You have 4 raised to 3 or 3 raised to 4. You know that 4 raised to 3 is 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4, that is result is 64. And 3 raised to 4 is 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, that is 81. You know that 81 is greater than 64. So 3 raised to 4 is greater than 4 raised to 3. Similarly, sum number 3, 2 raised to 8 or 8 raised to 2, which one is greater? 2 raised to 8 is written as 2 multiplied by the same number for 8 times, the result is 256. And 8 raised to 2 is 8 multiplied by, that is 64. Therefore, 256 is greater than 64, that is 2 raised to 8 is greater than 8 raised to 2. Sum number 2 and 5 will be your homework. Sum number 4, 10 raised to 2 or 2 raised to 100. Here 10 raised to 2, you know that 100 multiplied by 100, that is 10,000. And 2 raised to 100, that is 2 raised to 10 into 10, that is 1024 into 2 multiplied by 2, that is 1024 multiplied 1024 raised to 5 is greater than 10,000. Therefore 2 raised to 100 is greater than 100 raised to 2. Sum number 5. Express each of the following as product of powers of their prime factors. So you have to do the prime factorization of 648. Yeah, I have done it for you. Therefore 648 can be written as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. That is 2 raised to 3 into 3 raised to 4. Similarly, sum number 3, you have to do prime factorization of 540. So on doing the prime factorization, we will get 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. That is 2 raised to 2 into 3 raised to 5 and 5 raised to 1. Or here, if you do not write 5 raised to 1, it is okay. Question number 5, sum numbers 2 and 4 will be your homework. Question number 6, simplify. 2 multiplied by 3 raised to 10 raised to 3, that is 10 is multiplied by 3 times. So you will get 2000. Similarly, 2 raised to 3 multiplied by 5, that is 2 has to be multiplied by 3 times. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5, that is 8 into 5, that is 40. Sum number 5. 0 multiplied by 10 raised to 2. Anything multiplied by 0, the result is 0. Sum number 7. 2 raised to 4 into 3 raised to 2. Here 2 is multiplied by 4 times and 3 is multiplied by 2 times. That is 16 into 4, that is 144. Question number 6. Sum number 2, 4, 6 and 8. You have to do by this method only as homework. Now question number 7. Simplify. Right? Minus 4 raised to 3, that is minus 4 has been multiplied by 3 times, the result is minus 64. Minus 3 into minus 2 raised to 3, that is here you can say minus 3 is multiplied by once and minus 2 is multiplied by 3 times. Therefore, minus 3 into minus 2, that is 6, and minus 2 multiplied by minus 2 is 4. 6 4s are 24. Question number 4, minus 2 is multiplied by 3 times, minus 10 is multiplied by 3 times. Here you know that if you multiply minus 2 3 times, the result is minus 8, and minus 10 is multiplied 3 times, the result is minus 10,000. So we will get 80,000. Question number 7. Sum number 3 will be your homework. Question number 8. Compare the following numbers. 2.7 into 10 raised to 12 and 1.5 into 10 raised to 8. Right? Now you know that 2.7 into 10 raised to 12 is written as 2.7 multiplied by 10 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 into 10 raised to 7. Why we are doing like this? Because in another number we are having 10 raised to 8. So one lesser number we are using over here, 10 raised to 8 and 10 raised to 7. Here removing the decimal point of 2.7, it is 27 upon 10. Cancelling this 10 and 10, the result is 2,70,000 into 10 raised to 7. Similarly, 1.5 into 10 raised to 8. That is 1.5 into 10 into 10 raised to 7. Removing this decimal point, cancelling out this 10, we will get 15 into 10 raised to 7. Here you can see the exponent 10 raised to 7 is same. So 2,70,000 is greater than 15 because 10 raised to 7 is common in both these numbers. So 2,70,000 10 raised to 7 is greater than 15 into 10 raised to 7. Therefore 2.7 into 10 raised to 12 is greater than 1.5 into 10 raised to 8. Sum number 2. 4 into 10 raised to 14 or 3 into 10 raised to 17. Here you can see here the 10 has the exponent as 14 and 10 has the exponent as 7. So we have to make as 10 raised to 14 of exponent 10 raised to 17. So keeping same as 4 into 10 raised to 14, now changing the exponent in 3 into 10 raised to 17. That is 3 into 10 into 10 into 10, it is 10 raised to 14. That is 3000 into 10 raised to 14. Of course, you know 3000 is greater than 4. Therefore, 3000 into 10 raised to 14 is greater than 4 into 10 raised to 14. Therefore, 3 into 10 raised to 17 is greater than 4 into 10 raised to 14. Now, in this chapter, you have to learn these formulas which you are going to understand at present. These formulas will come in your 8, 9 and 10 standard also. Laws of exponent. Multiplying powers with same base. Right? Here you can see A is the same base and they are having different powers. One power is M and second is N. So if A raised to M into A raised to N is there, the formula will be A raised to M plus N. Right? Where M plus N are whole numbers and A is a non-zero integer. For example, minus 3 raised to 4 into minus 3 raised to 3. Here you can see minus 3 is the same base and 4 and 3 are the exponent or different powers. So minus 3 raised to 4 plus 3 by using the formula A raised to M into A raised to N is equal to A raised to M plus N. So therefore minus 3 raised to 7. Another example, minus 11 raised to 2 into minus 11 raised to 6. Here again you can see that we are having the same base with different powers. So keeping the same base as minus 11 raised to adding the powers 2 plus 6, that is minus 11 raised to 8. Second formula is dividing powers with the same base. Here you can see A is the same base having different powers M and N, that is exponents. Therefore, A raised to M divided by A raised to N, the result will A raised to M minus N. This is the second formula that you have to learn. For example, 3 raised to 7 divided by 3 raised to 4. Here you can see the base is same 3 having different powers 7 and 4. Therefore, keeping the same base as 3, 7 minus 4 using the identity A raised to M divided by A raised to N is equal to A raised to M minus N. That is 3 raised to 7 minus 4, the result is 3 raised to 3. Similarly, C raised to 100 minus C raised to 90. Here the base is kept same as C. Different powers are 100 and 90. Therefore, C raised to 100 minus 90, that is C raised to 10. Now, taking power of a power. Right? For example, A raised to M is in bracket raised to N. Therefore, you have to simply multiply multiply the powers. That is A raised to M multiplied by N. For example, 2 raised to 3 in bracket raised to 2. Therefore, here you can see 3 has been multiplied by 2, that is 2 raised to 3 multiplied by 2, that is 2 raised to 6. Another example, 7 raised to 2 is in one bracket raised to 100, that is the powers has been multiplied using the identity A raised to M raised to N, that is A raised to M multiplied by N, that is 7 raised to 2 multiplied by 10, that is 7 raised to 20. Now moving ahead with fourth formula, fourth identity, multiplying powers with the same exponent, right? But they will be having different base. Here you can see A and B are the different bases having the same exponent or power M. The result is A raised to M into B raised to M is equal to AB raised to M. For example, 2 raised to 3 into 3 raised to 3. That is 2 multiplied by 3 raised to 3. We can use this identity only if the powers are same, that is exponent are same and bases are different. For example, 2A raised to 4, that is 2 multiplied by A raised to 4, that is 2 raised to 4 and A raised to 4. Identity number 5, dividing the power with the same exponent. Here you can see A and B are different powers and having the same exponent or power as M or M, that is A raised to M divided by B raised to M is equal to A upon B raised to M. For example, 3 upon 4 raised to 4 is equal to 3 raised to 4 upon 4 raised to 4 is equal to 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, that is 3 has been multiplied 4 times, and 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4, that is 4 has been multiplied 4 times. Another example, 2 raised to 4 upon 3 raised to 4. Here you can see the bases are different, 2 and 3 having the same exponent 4. Therefore, 3 upon 4 whole raised to 4 by using the identity A upon A raised to M divided by B raised to M, that is A upon B raised to M. Here I have written all these 5 identities separately for you. You have to note down in your notebook. Now numbers with exponent 0. You know that anything raised to 0, the result is 1. Right? That is where a is a non-zero integer. Right? Thus any number except 0 raised to the power or exponent 0 is 1. Now exercise 13.2. Using the laws of exponents, simplify and write the answers in exponential form. For this exercise, you have to learn all the identities shown previously to you. Right? After learning these identities, you can solve these exercises very easily. Right? For example, here you can see the base in the first sum is 3, having different powers 3, 4 and 8. Right? So first we are considering these two, 3 raised to 2 and 3 raised to 4. That is 3 raised to 2 plus 4 by using the identity a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. Therefore 3 raised to 6 into 3 raised to 8. Again you can see the bases are same, that is 3 having different powers 6 and 8. Therefore 3 raised to 6 plus 8, that is 3 raised to 14. While doing the sums, which identity you will be using for solving the sum, you have to write in the brackets. In examination also you have to mention the identities, otherwise your marks will be cut off. Second sum, 6 raised to 15 divided by 6 raised to 10. Here you can see the base are same, having different powers. Here divided sign is there, therefore you have to use the identity a raised to m divided by a raised to n, that is a raised to m minus n. So 6 raised to 15 divided by 6 raised to 10 will be 6 raised to 15 minus 10, that is 6 raised to 5. Moving ahead to sum number 5. 5 raised to 2 raised to 3 divided by 5 raised to 3. Here you will be using two different identities. As here you can see, we are using a raised to m raised to n, that is a raised to m multiplied by n, that is 5 raised to 2 multiplied by 3, that is 5 raised to 6. And here 5 raised to 6 divided by 5 raised to 3. Here using a raised to m divided by a raised to n, that is a raised to m minus n, that is 5 raised to 6 minus 3, that is 5 raised to 2. Sum number 8. 3 raised to 4 raised to 3. Here a raised to m raised to n identity has been used, that is a raised to m multiplied by n, that is 3 raised to 4 multiplied by 3, that is 3 raised to 12. Sum number 9. 2 raised to 20 divided by 2 raised to 15 in one bracket and multiplied by 2 raised to 3. Here two different identities will be used. The first identity you will be using as a raised to m divided by a raised to n, that is a raised to m minus n. Therefore 2 raised to 20 divided by 2 raised to 15 will be 2 raised to 20 minus 15, that is 2 raised to 5 multiplied by 2 raised to 3. Second identity will be a raised to m multiplied by a raised to n, that is a raised to m plus n, that is 2 raised to 5 plus 3, that is 2 raised to 8. Sum number 10. 8 raised to t divided by 8 raised to 2. Here using the identity a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n, therefore 8 raised to t minus 2. Sum number 3, 4, 6 and 7 will be your homework. Question number 2. Simplify and express each of the following in exponential form. Here also you have to use the identities. Without learning the identities, you are not going to understand this exercise. Keep in mind. Here you can say 2 raised to 3 multiplied by 3 raised to 4 multiplied by 4 divided by 3 multiplied by 32. So here you can see here 4 can be written as 2 raised to 2 and 32 can be written as 2 raised to 5. So writing 4 and 32 in the exponential form, we will get 2 raised to 3 into 3 raised to 4 into 2 raised to 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 2 raised to 5. Now here you can say 2 raised to 3 and 2 raised to 2, that is a raised to m into a raised to n. Here identity has been used, that is 2 raised to 3 plus 2 into 3 raised to 4 has been kept at is, and the denominator has been kept as it is, that is 2 raised to 5 into 3 raised into 3. Now 2 raised to 5 into 3 raised to 4 upon 2 raised to 5 into 3 raised to 1. We can write 3 raised to 1 as 3, that is by using the identity a raised to m divided by a raised to n, that is a raised to m minus n. Therefore 2 raised to 5 minus 5 into 3 raised to 4 minus 1. Now 5 minus 5 is 0, that is 2 raised to 0 into 3 raised to 3. Now anything raised to 0 is 1. into 3 raised to 3. Therefore, the result is 3 raised to 3. That is 3 cubed. Question number 2. Here in the first bracket it is given as 5 raised to 2 raised to 3 into 5 raised to 4 divided by 5 raised to 7. So, first you have to solve this by using the identity a raised to m raised to n. That is a raised to m multiplied by n. So, 5 raised to 2 multiplied by 3 into 5 raised to 4 divided by 5 raised to 7. This is 5 raised to 6, 2 multiplied by 3 is 6 into 5 raised to 4. Now, using the identity over here, a raised to m into a raised to n. That is a raised to m plus n. Therefore, 5 raised to 6 plus 4 is 5 raised to 10 divided by 5 raised to 7. Now, using the identity a raised to m divided by a raised to n, that is a raised to m minus n, that is 5 raised to 10 minus 7 is 5 raised to 3. Sum number 3, 25 raised to 4 divided by 5 raised to 3. Here, you have to write the factors of 25, that is 5 raised to 2 raised to 4. And after doing you are writing in factor form, you have to use the identity a raised to m raised to n, that is a raised to m multiplied by n. That is 5 raised to 2 multiplied by 4 is 5 raised to 8 divided by 5 raised to 3. Again using the identity a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. That is 5 raised to 8 minus 3, that is 5 raised to 5. Sum number 4. 3 multiplied by 7 raised to 2 multiplied by 11 raised to 8 upon 21 into 11 raised to 3. Here you can see 21 is written, so you have to write the factors of 21, that is 3 multiplied by 7 in the denominator part. Now, here you can see 3 raised to 1 minus 1, 7 raised to 2 minus 1 and 11 raised to 8 minus 3 by using the identity a raised to m divided by a raised to n, that is a raised to m minus n. That is 3 raised to 0 into 7 into 10 minus 5. 3 raised to 0 is 1 into 7 into 11 upon 5. That is 7 multiplied by 11 upon 5. Sum number 5. 3 raised to 7 upon 3 raised to 4 into 3 raised to 3. Here using the identity a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n in the denominator part. That is 3 raised to 4 plus 3 would be 3 raised to 7. And in the numerator also it is there 3 raised to 7. Therefore 3 raised to 7 minus 7 by using the identity a raised to m divided by a raised to n, that is a raised to m minus n. That is 3 raised to 0 will be 1. Sum number 6. 2 raised to 0 plus 3 raised to 0 plus 4 raised to 0. And now anything raised to 0 is 1. That is 1 plus 1 plus 1. The answer will be 3. Sum number 10. A upon 5, a raised to 5 divided by a raised to 3 into a raised to 8. Now, using the identity a raised to m divided by a raised to n, the result will be a raised to m minus n, that is a raised to 5 minus 3, that is a raised to 2 into a raised to 3. Again using the another identity a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n, that is a raised to 2 plus 8, that is a raised to 10. Sum number 11. 4 raised to 5 into a raised to 8 b raised to 3 upon 4 raised to 5 into a raised to 5 b raised to 4. Now 4 can be written as 2 square, right? That is 2 to the power 2 raised to 5. That is using the identity a raised to m raised to n, that is a raised to m multiplied by n, that is 2 raised to 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. In denominator also 2 raised to 2 multiplied by 5 is 10, right? A raised to 8 b upon 5, b raised to 5 multiplied by a raised to 5 divided into b raised to 2. Now 2 raised to 10 minus 10, a raised to 8 minus 5 and b raised to 3 minus 2 by using the identity a upon a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. That is 2 raised to 0 into a raised to 3 into b raised to 1. Anything raised to 0 is 1 into a cube into b. That is a cube, b will be your final answer. Sum number 12. In bracket it is given as 2 raised to 3 into 2 whole bracket close raised to 2. Now you can see the base are same over here. That is by using the identity a raised to m into a raised to n. The result is a raised to m plus n. That is a raised to 3 plus 2. That is 4. 2 raised to 4 out of bracket 2. Again using the different identity a raised to m raised to n. The result is a raised to m plus n. That is m into n. That is 2 raised to 4 multiplied by 2. That is 2 raised to 8. Now say true or false and justify your answer. Right? 10 into 10 raised to 11 is equal to 100 raised to 11. Of course, you know it is false because on left hand side 10 raised to 10 raised to 11, that is by using the identity a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n, that is 10 raised to 1 plus 11, that is 10 raised to 11. And on right hand side, 100 raised to 11 can be written as 10 multiplied by 10 raised to 11, that is 10 raised to 2 raised to 11. That is 10 raised to 2 multiplied by 11 using the identity a raised to m raised to n, that is a raised to m multiplied by n. That is 10 raised to 22. Therefore, LHS is not equal to RHS. Sum number 2, 2 raised to 3 is greater than 2 raised to 5. Right? Here, solving the LHS part, 2 raised to 3 is 8, and solving the RHS part, 5 raised to 2 is 25. That is 8 is less than 25. Therefore, 2 raised to cube is less than 5 raised to 2. Therefore, LHS is less than RHS. So, the given statement is false. Sum number 3, 2 raised to 3 into 3 raised to 2 is equal to 6 raised to 5. It is also false because by simplifying the left hand side, we get 2 raised to 3 into 3 raised to 2. That is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 into 3 multiplied by 3. That is 8 multiplied by 9 is 72, and 6 raised to 5. That is 6 is multiplied by 5 times. The result is 7,776. Therefore, 72 is not equal to 7,776. Therefore, LHS is not equal to RHS. So, the given statement is false. Sum number 4. 3 raised to 0 is equal to 1000 raised to 0. It is true because anything raised to 0 is 1. Here LHS is equal to 3 raised to 0 is 1. And RHS is equal to 1000 raised to 0 is 1. Therefore, LHS equal to RHS. Question number 4. Express each of the following as product of prime factors only in exponential form. So, 108 into 192. You have to find the prime factors of 108 and 192 separately. Now, we have to write in the prime factorization form. Therefore, 108 can be written as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, and 192 can be written as 2 multiplied by 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 3. That is 108 is written as 2 raised to 2 into 3 raised to 2, and 192 is written as 2 raised to 6 into 3 raised to 1. Now, using the identity over here, 2 raised to 2 plus 6 and 3 raised to 3 plus 1, that is a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. Identity have been used over here. That is 2 raised to 8 into 3 raised to 4. Question number 3. 729 into 64. You have to do the prime factorization of 729 and 64. Then you have to write the prime factors. That is 243 can be written as 3 raised to 6 and 64 can be written as 2 raised to 6. Therefore, 724 into 64 can be written as 3 raised to 6 into 2 raised to 6. Question number 2 and 4 will be your homework. Question number 5. Simplify. That is 2 raised to power 5 raised to 2 into 7 raised to 3 divided by 8 raised to 3 into 7. Here you can see we can write 8 as 2 to the power 3, and using the identity a raised to m raised to n is equal to a raised to m multiplied by n. That is 2 raised to 5 multiplied by 2. That is 2 raised to 10. And again using the identity 2 raised to 3 multiplied by 7. 3 multiplied by 3, that is 2 raised to 9. And here using the identity 7 raised to 3 minus 1, that is 7 raised to 2, by using the identity a raised to m divided by a raised to n, that is a raised to m minus n. So you will get 2 raised to 10 into 7 raised to 2 upon 2 raised to 9. Now using the identity a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n, that is 10 minus 9. That is 2 into 7 raised to 2, that is 2 plus 7 by 7, that is the result is 98. You will not understand this exercise or will not able to solve these sums unless and until you are not going to learn all the identities shown before this exercise 13.2. Right? So first learn the identities and then try to solve these sums. Sum number 2. 25 into 5 raised to minus 2 into t raised to 8 divided by 10 raised to 3 into t raised to 4. Here 25 can be written as 5 raised to square and 10 can be written as 2 multiplied by 5 raised to 3. Therefore, using the identity a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. Right? That is 5 raised to 2 plus 2 into 10 t raised to 4 divided by 5 raised to 2 raised to 3 into 5 raised to 3. Here using identity a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n, and ab raised to m is equal to a raised to m into b raised to m in the denominator part. That is 5 raised to 4 minus 3 into t raised to 4 upon 2 raised to 3 using the identity a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. That is 5 into t raised to 4 upon 8. That is 5t raised to 4 upon 8. Sum number 3. 3 raised to 5 into 10 raised to 5 into 25. In denominator it is 5 raised to 7 into 6 raised to 5. Here 10 is given, so you can write as 2 multiplied by 5 factors of 10, and 25 can be written as 5 square. 6 can be written as 2 multiplied by 3 as their factors. So you will get 3 raised to 5 into, in place of 10 you are writing 2 multiplied by 5 raised to 5. In place of 25 you are writing 5 square. In denominator part 5 raised to 7 into 6 can be written as 2 multiplied by 3 raised to 5. So by using the identity a multiplied by b raised to m is equal to a raised to m into b raised to m, that is here 2 into 5 can be written as 2 raised to 5 and 5 raised to 5, and here 2 multiplied by 3 can be written as 2 raised to 5 into 3 raised to 5. Now using the identity a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n, we can write 2 raised to 5 minus 5, 3 raised to 5 minus 5, and 5 raised to 5 minus plus 2. That is 2 raised to 0, 3 raised to 0 into 5 raised to 7 minus 7 by using the identity a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. That is anything raised to 0 is 1. So 1 multiplied by 1 into 5, 5 raised to 0. That is 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1, the result will be 1. Right? From this part we will be going to learn in our next chapter. Right? Please learn the identities which I have shown to you, and then try to solve exercise 13.2. Unless and until you are not learning these identities, you are not going to understand and not going to solve the sums. Okay, I will be sending you the PDF of this today's lecture. Write down in your mathematics notebook. In our next lecture we will be completing this chapter, that is exercise 13.3. Okay, bye bye for now. Thank you.